In the spring of 2022, we bought a remote wilderness island, sight unseen, on a lake in British Columbia. We drove across the country to pick up an old barge, and now we're building a homestead.
Okay, this is ugly. This is kind of what we thought might happen. Oh no.
It isn't always easy, but the rewards outweigh the trials.
We're super excited! Woo! He's gonna turn the lights on for the first time.
And this is really living.
Coming up on this episode.
And we're hoping that this is going to be a good place for our new strawberries.
Yeah, I think it will be. This is what electrical pissions do.
Yeah, there's lots of mosquitoes out tonight. But it sure is fun just fishing off the barge. Well, we're outside today because we're going to be planting the strawberry plants, our seascape strawberries that we got the other day when we were in the nursery 3.5 hours away. And we've really wanted to put strawberries on the property. So Ryan has just dug out a nice little fertile patch of soil there. And he's just going to lay these logs down. And this right here is going to be our little strawberry patch. So it's going to have good sun for most of the time, I think. And it's close to the greenhouse. This is them. And we're just going to put them in. Ryan's bringing some big logs that he's found, that he's downed and found. And he's going to put them in as a little border so that we make sure that nobody drives across them. So we're going to make a bit of a square patch. And we're hoping that this is going to be a good place for our new strawberries.
Yeah, I think it will be. That's not straight, is it? This end up to that.
Just a tiny bit, I would say, but we can always measure.
Is that better?
Yeah, I'd say so. That's good, eh?
Is that good there? Oh yeah, that looks good. I still like the idea of a couple of terraces here. I think it'll look really nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a project that can be done instantly.
No. This is our first step.
What you doing, honey?
Just getting the soil ready for my strawberries. Can't wait.
Nice spot.
I think it's a good spot for it. Yeah. Look at them. They are unbelievable. Just looking for a little trowel. Probably up here at our in-ground garden. And I haven't checked this in a couple days. I almost feel as though these might be doing even nicer than the ones in the greenhouse. They're just doing beautifully.
They are.
Yeah. And, well, not to mention, the grapes aren't looking bad. I think the blueberries aren't looking great.
That one's looking good.
That one isn't, but this one's not too bad.
Oh, it's got some other plants at the base of it there.
What? Yeah, it almost looks as though it's a raspberry coming up or something. I think they're actually just wild raspberries. Today we're planting seascape strawberries, our first real strawberry patch here on the island. These are a day-neutral variety, meaning they'll produce all season, even when the nights are cold. They're also cold hardy and well suited to our island up here in northern BC. I think they work really well for the short growing seasons and bursts of unpredictable weather we seem to get. I was told that it was a good idea to put bone meal into the holes before I plant the strawberries. So I'm going to do that. Put a strawberry in, make sure that the root is nice and long and not curled up. And then I'm going to pat it in nicely and water it in really, really well. Strawberries need water at the beginning especially, so see how it goes.
Hey Dolly, what you doing? You're not gonna help?
Now that the access road for the bunker is cut in, it's time to start removing material for the actual bunker itself, which will be set into this hill. You know, it's hard to tell on camera here, but there's about 3 feet of earth above the top of Pepper. And by the time I've excavated for this bunker, we will have removed approximately 185 cubic yards of material. It's a good thing I don't have to do that all by hand.
This is pretty much how everything gets done out here. Down on the ground, getting bitten, but just sticking with it. The mosquitoes are awful this year, but these plants still need to be watered. And if these strawberries make it, they've really earned their place on this island.
The bunker will be 120 square feet and will be completely buried except for the front door.
This is the start of our bunker. This is the entrance, and we are standing on top of our battery bunker. So this will be our inverter room, and we're also going to make it into a room where we can store things over the winter that we don't want to freeze. Pretty cool, eh?
Really cool.
Melody wants a clothesline, and this spot here looks to be ideal. It will get lots of wind off the lake and should get sun pretty much most of the day. I plan on building a nice laundry platform next to this tree, which should also give us a nice view of the lake while we're doing laundry. You know, I hate to do it, but I have to remove a couple small trees and a little brush to make room for this clothesline.
Look at this. That's a lovely little place for a strawberry patch.
Yeah,
It will be even better once I clean this up and make it all look pretty.
it is. It's a good girl. What's this? What's this great big thing here? What is it?
It looks like the ground up top is about 10 feet above the soles of my
What
feet.
is it?
That is plenty deep enough for a bunker. Perfect.
It's a great big hill. It's a great big hill, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, let's go. You see those angled panels up there? Those are our soffit, and I've just wired them so I can put lights in. And I haven't cut the holes for the lights yet because we don't know what size lights we're going to be. But I do know the cavities that the lights are going to be in. So when I cut the hole, I can just reach in, grab the wire, and finish it up.
What's the plan for the lights?
Well, the lights are going to go on when we turn these lights on here, and we're thinking about some gimbal puck lights that we can direct straight down. I think that might look pretty nice. What do you think?
Yeah, good idea.
That was your idea.
No, I think it's a good one. I think that's neat.
That piece up there, that vertical piece,
Yeah.
is just temporary. It's just in case it rains. I don't want water to get in behind there, right?
Oh, is it only temporary?
Yeah, because the other one, the real one's going to hang down about 1.5 inches below,
Oh,
right? So
okay.
It'll have a nice drip edge to it, right?
So there's not like an eaves trough or anything there?
There won't be an eaves trough, no.
No?
Do you want one?
No, I just wondered what happens with the dripping rain and stuff.
Very little there.
Oh.
Most of the dripping rain is going to be at the back because it'll hit the roof and go that way, right?
Right, yeah.
So it'll be just like rain falling here.
We're definitely progressing. It's been a while since we've progressed to any large degree, but there have been a lot of projects ongoing.
Yeah, the scaffolding's definitely helping. It makes things safe. And I've got those guardrails up there, and I'm always having an extra point of contact.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Every time I'm inside and I hear something, I just freeze
Yeah, I bet. I'm sorry about that, honey.
and think, oh no, here we go again. And then I come running out the door. Then I'm all casual.
I have to make an inside molding.
Oh yeah, okay. And we're going to paint that beigey, the nice gray
It'll
of
be
the
the same
building.
gray, yeah.
And we'll have a black trim.
The black trim will be at the very top, not in the inside corner. The inside corner will be gray, so it'll all look like one continuous piece. So, see the one up top by itself?
Yeah,
That'll be black,
right.
yeah. But not the inside piece. The inside molding that I'm going to be putting in there.
Yeah, no, just the black.
Just the black at the
So
very
the
top.
black at the very top will be,
Will be black.
the border at the very top will be black,
Yeah.
and then all the rest will be gray.
Everything else will be gray. Yeah.
Ah, look at that.
If that's what you wanted, my sweetheart wanted all that.
We've got the other mosquito magnet up over there. That's nice.
This scaffolding is awesome. When I first used it, I was very tentative because of my accident last fall, and I still shudder when I think of that day. I actually had to push through the PTSD-induced fear of being at height, which was an odd feeling for me because I'd never felt that before. But this platform is solid, and I've now come to feel quite safe up here. And being hooked in with a harness gives me the comfort and confidence needed to carry on with this build. Once the scaffolding is put in place, working at height is way more efficient. I have room for multiple tools, and I can work on 8 feet of building at a time.
So what I'm doing here is just making some room because it's a little bit tight between the trim and this soffit piece. I probably have a little bit more trimming to do, but I don't want to make it bigger than it needs to be. So that side's going to fit. That side won't, so I have to trim a little bit there. You have all these handrails, eh? See this handrail here?
Yeah.
No way am I going to have an accident again. I've got guardrails tied off. Job 1, tie off. Job 2, nail this soffit in. My air compressor on, honey?
How would I tell?
I can probably see.
Want me to check?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
.16 gauge nails. They have a lot of holding power. And I can paint right over the nail heads.
Nice.
Yeah. But I have to hammer a couple of them in. 'Cause they're not quite flush. So I have to go get a hammer.
You see that 2x4 support on my left? It also functions as a handrail for this ladder.
Look at that, I got a hammer here.
Where'd it go?
For a nail set. Trying to remember where I put the toolbox. Hi, Annie.
Hi. You're looking pretty happy with yourself.
I'm happy to be taking a break. Just want to show you something.
What?
You think that little trim up there will work? For that inside bevel? Imagine it painted all gray.
Oh, that looks beautiful.
It cleans
That
it,
looks absolutely perfect.
cleans it up, eh?
That would be black, and then underneath would be gray.
Yeah. But I was talking about that little inside piece there.
Oh, yeah, that looks really nice. Yeah.
Yeah, the piece up top is just temporary. You know what I was thinking for that?
Good, though. What?
I was thinking that we cut a big chunky piece of live edge from our mill and put it up there.
Yeah.
No? Okay.
I could see for something else, but this seems kind of like more modern.
Does seem a bit more modern.
Yeah.
Just seem a tiny bit more modern.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah. A little
Are you
tired.
tired?
Yeah. A little bit tired me. Tired. Hey, I'm thirsty too.
I'm not bothered by mosquitoes because I have this mosquito magnet. So if you hate mosquitoes as much as I do, get one of these. They really work.
I'm just going to put all of these hoops together, and then I'm going to take them up to the garden, and we're going to put them in the ground and cover our vegetables. Okay, so these are the hoops that are going to go over the vegetables in the garden, and we're going to try and protect them by spreading some netting over top of them. So I did them once, they all fell apart,
Poor thing.
and now Ryan's doing it. So we'll see. Apparently he has a method that he's going to use to make sure that he doesn't drop one of them. We'll see. I hope that works out. I'm sure it will. He's being so helpful. Thank you.
Oh, man.
I'm sure this is going to work. He's got another one under his hat. Where are you going, honey?
To find the other parts that were dropped in here.
Oh. He is so helpful. Listen, I tried. I tried, but I lost patience with it. So he's going to finish it up. And I'm interested to see if these make it up to the garden in one piece.
I only found one of these. So that means you had one with only 4?
We had them all.
You had them all with 5?
Yeah, every single one of them was perfect. So I'll go and take a look this time.
Okay.
Okay, so we got these all together. Now, are we going to be able to take those up though? and will they stay in one piece? That's the thing. I'm just going to run and get the netting and the scissors, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, how is this working so far?
Perfect.
Good.
So where are these going over?
I was thinking over the garden.
All the potatoes and sprouted.
Yeah, so now we have to hill them. Look at that. Our potatoes have come up. Wow. Anything else looking okay? Not a thing.
Yeah, there's a couple little ones.
Oh, honey, there's something here. There's something there too.
Yeah, 3 of them.
Wow,
2,
okay.
3. These 2 haven't, sprouted.
Oh, too bad. See, that fell off. If you're just not careful, it'll happen.
Yeah, gotta be very careful.
It'll happen. Good job, hun. Yeah, I know. You said how easy that would be, but it doesn't seem as though it is, does it?
Well, it is easy. It's just a pain.
It's not quite as easy as we thought, though.
No, it's pretty easy. Super easy, actually. Yeah, I haven't come across anything so easy in my whole life.
Yeah, so I think we'll put that hoop on the other side of...
There we go.
Do you think that's good?
For now. Do you want them taller?
I don't think so. I think that's actually going to be good.
And then you'll just lift the stuff up when you want to work on them?
Yeah. Anyways, we'll get those hoops down and then we'll spread net on them. Seems like this is going to work. We're just going to put the screen over the hoops. And we've had to pull down one length of rod so that it was a bit closer to the ground, but I think it's going to work out really well.
I think it looks like a huge caterpillar.
Yeah, definitely does. Right now we've got potatoes in there, cabbage and cauliflower. Then we're going to do the other row. On the other side, of course, we've got our berry patch. So we'll see how this all works out. It's kind of neat, isn't it?
It's super cool.
There's the trees back there. I'll go and check those out here in a bit. We water those about once a week for about 20 minutes each. A really, really deep water. And we're going to go up and check the little plums and see how they're doing, because there sure seem to be a lot of them. I'm going to hill these potatoes in a few minutes, and Ryan's just going to change that hoop out because we didn't have connectors. So we're going to do that, and more happening on the homestead every hour. Well, in just a few minutes, I'm going to be growing another row of veggies. We've got cabbage, cauliflower, potatoes, and I just want to see if I can grow any more varieties. So we know we can do it in the greenhouse. This will just be a good way for us to see what we can grow right here in the ground. I've never tried celery before, so I think I'm going to try celery here. I'd like to try zucchini out here. I just can't see any, but I know I have some. We've got lots of peppers inside. And here's the pumpkin. And I really wanted to just plant one pumpkin here, so I'd love to try and see. It overtook the greenhouse, which is not a good place to put a pumpkin, but I didn't know better last year, so I'm going to try and just grow one this year here. I can try some spinach. So far I've got spinach, celery. I have some carrots, but maybe it takes quite a while to get them. Brussels sprouts. I love Brussels sprouts. Kale, red beets, and spinach. And I want to try and find zucchini. Well, now that he's up there, he's going to get a razor blade and take the stickers off the window. There's one little sticker that he tried to get off, but it was gummy because it's so hot, so now it's kind of a mess up there.
Where's the gun?
And here's the trim that's going to go up. He says it's going to be a temporary deal, but I would be surprised to see it up there long term, because why not just leave it?
Well,
you know?
I want a chunkier trim.
Yeah.
We just don't have it yet.
I finally get to connect this security camera up to its final location. It'll be nice to hide this wiring. It's been bugging me.
So, I'm going to do that. I have to turn the power off. One of these days we need to mark which one's a Starlink and all that.
Yeah. That is going to look so nice with that black trim.
I think it will.
Oh my. Oh, did you wire for lights?
I'm talking about the security light.
Yeah, but did you wire for regular lights?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
See these wires hanging down?
No, I mean the 4 that we were talking about.
Yeah, one's going to go here. One's going to go here. Ish. One's going to go on the next space and at the end.
Right.
I don't want my fingerprints on here.
We just moved the scaffolding, and I think it looks pretty good. Hey?
Scaffolding looks a bit wonky.
Might have happened when we moved it. Yeah, it does actually.
I'm going to move it over a touch forward. I just don't want it right in front of the door.
Oh, it's okay.
Actually, we're probably pretty good.
No, it's good. On to the next stage.
This one's getting switched around.
These outriggers for the scaffolding need to be connected to the solid joists under the deck. So I need to reconfigure this attachment point to make that happen.
These are construction screws, not deck screws.
That's better. The scaffolding is now properly secured to the underlying structure.
Whoa!
He's just got to hook the electrical up there. We're going to have 4 pot lights, and they're kind of directional pucks so that you can move them any way you want. We'll just be putting them right straight down.
Yeah. I'm just going to run some wire through. Just marking which wire's hot.
And he's all tied in.
I don't, yeah, I'm all tied in. So this one is going to service this pot light here. Pulling wire, honey.
Huh?
This is called pulling wire.
Right.
This is what electrical pistons do.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I just need one more for this light here. Good.
Way to go.
We're in good shape.
Okay, I found the neatest thing at Costco. It is this little thing around my neck here. Isn't it cool? It's a little fan. I'm not getting paid to talk about it, but I just thought it was kind of neat because it gets so hot. And to have this little fan going is actually kind of nice. So I'm going to start with the planting that I was talking about a little earlier. I don't have a mosquito magnet up here, so this is second best thing. It's my little zapper, and you'll hear it every once in a while go. Just because of the time of day, the mosquitoes are out like crazy up here, and we're quite a ways away from down where the cabin is, so I'm just up in the forest here. Just trying to do some gardening.
Well, would you look at that? We're now ready for paint and trim. Woohoo! Getting closer.
Well, I just finished watering 20-minute deep water to the roots of the apple tree on the left because it didn't get it the other night. And now we're going to do the berries. I'll go for the tomatoes first. The lake is lowering a bit. You see all those grasses there. Soon that'll be all beach. We'll be able to go way out. Gotten a few things done today. I'll have to fill that with chips. How are things going, Ryan?
It's going, honey. Vinegar on it, so leaving it open. Right?
What was that?
There's vinegar up in there, so I've left it open. It's going to look nice when it's all painted up, isn't it? There was a tiny bit of black mold up there, and we were told to spray it with vinegar and soak it right down. So that's what I did. And it's in, I think, the third cavity over from the end. So I've left it open so it can dry, because I don't want to close it all up if it's still wet in there.
Yeah, we were told that by using bleach, there's a salt that comes out of that or something.
And the mold actually feeds on that salt.
Yeah.
So vinegar is a long-term solution. Bleach is a short-term solution.
Yeah, exactly. And we learned that from our community. And we also learned that from a friend of mine who told me where to go and get some really good major high strength. Not just a friend of mine, but my lifelong beloved friend. And she said that you can go and get it at Home Depot.
Yeah, we did.
And that's exactly what we did. So it's looking pretty good.
And we put it in one of these bottles.
Yeah.
And these are excellent spray bottles.
Oh, are they?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good. So we'll probably always use that one for vinegar. It's a good little one.
After a full week of projects, the island feels different tonight. Not rushed. It's not unfinished. We made progress. Real progress. The kind that doesn't always show up on camera, but you sure feel it when you slow down.
That guy jumped out of the water!
Tomorrow Melody heads back to the home base for an appointment. Just a small step away, but far enough to remind us how rare this place really is. So tonight, we're not building, we're not fixing, we're not even planning what comes next. This isn't just a project. This isn't a getaway. This is our life out here. And tonight, we get to simply live it.
We're delivering the truck over here to this deep boat launch. I have to take it tomorrow to get to the airport. I have a dental appointment on Vancouver Island. And then I'm going to do that as quickly as possible. But look at this.
You know, sometimes I look around and I think, wow, we are living inside a famous oil painting. I mean, could this land and lake and sky be any more beautiful?
We're going to throw our lines in. They are jumping everywhere. I mean, that's so haven't gotten anything yet, but there's lots of mosquitoes out tonight. But it sure is fun just fishing off the barge.
So while Melody is away, I'll be able to focus on completing the front of the cabin. And I'm talking done. Like done. Like 100% done. You know, I'll tell you something. It sure feels better to now look upon our tiny cabin without all that house wrap and tuck tape. And it's surprisingly motivating. But for now, this looks like a good fishing spot. So I'm going to power down and we're going to drop our lines in the water.
If you're new here, this story didn't start today.
Head back to season 1 and binge all of our playlists to see how this remote island homestead began.
Every chapter of the entire My Wild Home experience builds on the one before it.
So grab your favorite drink, catch up on our story, and we'll see you in the next one.